Since the ouster of the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh has been recalibrating its foreign policy. For instance, its Prime Minister Tarique Rahman chose Malaysia for his very first foreign visit despite receiving invites from both India and China. And now the Bangladeshi Prime Minister's fresh stance on a long-standing water dispute is likely to rankle India. Speaking during a budget discussion in the Parliament, Rahman pledged to implement the Teesta River Comprehensive Management and Restoration Project at any cost. He stressed that it was the national priority to ensure water security, support agriculture and to improve livelihoods in northern Bangladesh. The 414-kilometer-long Teesta River originates in the state of Sikkim, flows through West Bengal and then enters into Bangladesh. And since 1971, India and Bangladesh remain at loggerheads over water sharing from this river. Now, as far as Teesta's catchment area is concerned, 83% of it lies in India, whereas the remaining 17% is in Bangladesh. Now, Bangladesh is quite dependent on Teesta being its fourth largest river. Crucially, it covers 14% of its cropped area and supports livelihoods of as many as about 73% of the country's population. Now, how does the Teesta project concern India? Now, there is a China connection to it after Rahman's recent visit to China, where he met with the Chinese President Xi Jinping. Beijing proposed to provide help within its capacity to the Teesta project. They also decided to expedite the feasibility study of this project, which entails a river dredging to prevent seasonal outflow of the water, creation of embankments and construction of large water reservoirs. This is likely to raise alarm bells in New Delhi owing to the growing Chinese footprint in India's neighborhood. It's also a key geopolitical flashpoint as the Teesta project is close to the strategic Siliguri Corridor, also known as the Chicken's Neck. It is a kilometer-wide strip in West Bengal that connects mainland India to its northeastern states. Now, the Teesta project is being seen as a workaround to the long-stalled water-sharing deal between India and Bangladesh. In 1983, the two sides had agreed for an ad hoc sharing of the Teesta waters, which was supposed to last until 1985. Under the arrangement, India would retain about 39% of the river's dry season flow, whereas Bangladesh was to receive about 36% of the waters. However, a lasting agreement proved elusive. In 2011, reports indicated that the two nations had finalized a draft of 15-year water-sharing plan, which reportedly allocated 42.5% of Teesta's waters to India and 37.5% to Bangladesh. However, West Bengal's assent was necessary as water is a state subject. Ultimately, the deal could not be signed due to the strong opposition of the then West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. She maintained that the sharing of the Teesta water will deprive northern Bengal of drinking water. Meanwhile, China stressed that its involvement in the Teesta project was not targeted at any other nation.
China is willing to provide support and assistance within its capacity. We would like to emphasize that China-Bangladesh cooperation is not targeted at any third party, nor is it subject to interference from any third-party factors.
Now, for its part, India's Ministry of External Affairs maintained that issues pertaining to Teesta will be addressed with Bangladesh through structured bilateral mechanisms, but China's involvement in the Teesta project is being viewed as another example of its rising influence in Bangladesh. Now, China remains Bangladesh's largest trading partner. In March last year, the interim government led by Muhammad Yunus had claimed to have secured a commitment of $2.1 billion in investments, loans and grants from the Chinese government after Yunus met with Xi Jinping in Beijing. In another sign of deepening bilateral ties, China hosted 15 officials from Bangladesh. The PMO for a training program in June. The delegation included private secretaries to the Prime Minister, directors and protocol officers, and this assumes significance as India was Bangladesh's preferred destination for training its officials earlier. And amidst this, there is also hope for a prospective India-Bangladesh deal on Teesta, with the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party coming to power in West Bengal.